Archery season starts actually tomorrow for me. So I was asked to do a gear dump of what I'm taking up to hunt mule deer in the high country in a undisclosed location. So I'm gonna kind of work from left to right. All my gear's not here. As you can see, I'm kind of missing my bow, my pack, some food too that I even have. I'll pull that up towards the end, but I quickly just wanted to run through what I have right now on the table and start breaking that down for you. First things first, what I consider, I mean, a lot of this gear is like very important, but what I think is one of the most important pieces of gear is my phone that has GOHUNT maps. And now there's offline sharing. If I were hunting with a buddy or something that he's coming with me, we'd definitely utilize that on the hunt. But since I'm solo, I'm just gonna have my maps downloaded, have my waypoints, done some scouting at first. So make sure to have your GOHUNT maps before you go into the field, download all the maps that you're gonna use, different areas, your plans A, plans B, plan C, plans D even. So you don't really gotta go somewhere and find service. That's always annoying. Better to come prepared. So what I think is one of the most important pieces of gear is your phone, your GOHUNT maps. So yeah, let's get to it. So I'll start off with the boots. So my boots are gonna be these Scarpas. They're the Rebels. I apologize if I butchered the name there. Flex 4, I really like a stiff boot, especially in these high country areas. There's a lot of elevation, a lot of climbing up hills. So I really like a stiff boot. If it were like something like a little bit lower, like Antelope, of course I'd choose a different boot. But yeah, I like these Scarpas. Used them last year, elk hunting, bear hunting. I've taken them all over so far and they've been performing. Now I'm just gonna continue with the clothes that I'll be wearing that I'm gonna hike in with tonight. I'll start with my socks. These are gonna be some darn tough socks. I don't know exactly what model. This was actually a birthday gift from my little sister. Shout out to you. She gave me these socks as a birthday present, I think 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, these will be the socks that I'm taking. It's more just like you know, it's cool that my little sister gave me these socks that I love to take hunting. I only wear them hunting and they've been pretty lucky so far. So one pair of socks I'm gonna be taking, and then I'll start moving through my base layers, I guess. So my underwear, these are the Saks Longquest boxer briefs that we carry here in the shop. Was a recommendation from Porter the Under King, and you know, they work great. So good pair of underwear goes a long way. Next, probably one of the pieces I'm most excited about is our new GOHUNT Merino. This is a crew long sleeve. It's called the Basin. I mean, it's buttery smooth, wicks moisture really good, keeps you cool, reduces that odor. Yeah, I mean, this smells like it's right out the bag. And yeah, I mean, it's just a sweet piece that we have coming soon to the GOHUNT Gear Shop. I know that the order's on its way, so stay tuned for that. I'll stay at the top here. This is probably gonna go into my pack first, and then I'll pull it out later, but I sweat a lot. I'm a sweater, unfortunately, and I just gotta kind of keep those tops drying and as I'm wearing them throughout the day. So I'll wear the merino, probably hiking with that. That'll get nice and sweaty. Then I'll take that off, let it hang, and while that's hanging, I'll usually throw on something like this, like the Stone Glacier Avro synthetic hoodie. So I keep that in my kit. This is the same one that I've had for years, and it's still holding up great, no holes. It's just an awesome piece that I have in my collection. And then the pants of choice for this hunt are gonna be these Fall Raven Keb Agiles. I mean, a lot of guys here in the office love these pants. I think they should come as standard issue if you're a hunter and you're working at GOHUNT. A lot of the guys love these pants, and I do too. So yeah, I actually haven't taken these pants hunting at all, taking them scouting, but I'm excited to live in them for the next 8 days. With these pants, I also have just a marsupial belt to go with them. Nice lightweight belt. So that's the clothing that I'm gonna be wearing on. Of course, I'm gonna be taking a hat. Probably gonna take this GOHUNT hat, Softy 2.0. I just took it out of the bag yesterday. Always gotta have a fresh hat when you're going hunting to sweat out. And then I'll probably have a pair of some Stunnas, some shades to keep with me too. These will be the Leopold. I don't know the exact model, but some shades go a long way too, especially during these early season hunts. So definitely keep a hat and some shades with you to kind of reduce that sun exposure. Okay, cool. Now some clothing that's gonna be packed. Start with the top layers. Our Black Rock hoodie, brand new. You can now pick these up. So yeah, I mean our Black Rock hoodie, awesome layer here. It's got the grid fleece, got thumb holes, hood's awesome. It's got kind of like that nice tapered tail. Just a freaking sweet piece that we're all excited to have, and then we're all excited to wear this season. So the Black Rock hoodie, and then I have this Stone Glacier vest. I'm not sure what they call this one. I think it's I believe it's a Cirque Light vest that I have here. This muscade color. I love it because it's kind of lightweight for these August hunts. It's got like this, nice grid fleece here, and then this material here that keeps me warmer. I just figured I'd pack this up. Tends to get chilly at those peaks at 9,500 all the way to 11,000 feet potentially. So I'm gonna keep this on me. It doesn't weigh next to nothing, so I'm gonna take it up. Not really normally a vest guy, but now I am, I guess. Now I'll move on to my rain gear and my puffy gear. Starting off with the puffy gear, this is just pull it out of the bag here, but this is just the handy dandy Stone Glacier Grumman Goose Down jacket. Love this jacket. I mean, it's just a workhorse. Have some bags in here for no reason. Only use this jacket hunting, of course. Seen some days, and it's holding up. So love this jacket. Keeps me absolutely dialed on the mountain. Keeps me warm on the knob. This is going in my pack 10 times out of 10 when I go hunting. So Grumman Goose Down jacket, and it comes with a little bag too that you could throw it in there. Obviously I'm mix matching here the bags because they don't match, but it's the way it goes sometimes. And then rain gear, I just got the M5 series from Stone Glacier. It works, keeps me dry, it's lightweight, so it's durable. So I love this rain gear. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be taking this season again. M5 series. Here's the jacket, and then the pants. And then let's work into some kind of like accessories, MISC gear, I guess you call them. Some gloves. These are Stone Glacier Merca gloves. These kind of remind me of like I used to like dirt bike as a kid, so these kind of remind me like as dirt biking gloves, but just like work gloves, to be honest, like those mechanical gloves. A sweet piece from Stone Glacier. These Merca gloves, hiking around, bushwhacking, throughout the day, you name it, climbing up rocks. Just some good gloves to keep you protected from the elements. And then these are my grapple fleece gloves. These are probably what I use like in the mornings and in the afternoons when it gets a little chilly and I got a glass. I'll throw these bad boys on. One thing I love about these, got the material here so I can text people if I need to, or check my maps if I need to. And then I just got a GOHUNT beanie here that I'll take up. Same thing in the mornings, afternoons when I'm sleeping. Keep the old head warm. And then I will work into this piece here. These are my stocking moccasins by Gulo. I actually just got these in the mail this week from Kenneth over at Kafaru. So shout out to Kenneth if you're watching this. He recommended these. He had a pair that he wasn't using, and he said that I should try them out. So I'm gonna give these a try, the Gulo moccasins. So yeah, I'm excited to put a stock on or a couple in these bad boys. Obviously it's high country, it's during the season. My main concerns are gonna be the rain, so I'm covered there. And as I work through my gear list here, you'll see that I have another piece to keep me protected from the rain if those summer monsoons do come in. So now I'll kind of work into my sleep system. And that's just gonna be the Stone Glacier Skyer ULT. Got the stakes, I got the ULT, and I got the vestibule, and I also got the mesh insert. Bugs, man, I don't know. Something about them, if I can avoid them, especially after hunting bears this season with all the ticks that we had in the tent. So I'm gonna get away from the creepy crawlies on this trip, sleep comfortable in my little ULT here, and have a little Taj Mahal to myself. So I got that. And then sleeping bag in here in our GOHUNT. compression sack, which is brand new, also the GOHUNT Gear Shop, super lightweight materials here. I thought Kevin did a great job. I know Brady, Trail, and Lorenzo were testing these all throughout the fall. I had a prototype too, and we landed on this design, kind of minimalistic, so you should go check those out too. But in this compression sack, I have a Stone Glacier Chilkoot 15, just a workhorse of a bag. I've taken it to Montana in some 0-degree temperatures. I've taken it to Idaho in 30-degree temperatures. I'll take it up in the high country for some 40 to 50-degree temperatures. I don't know, I love this bag. It works in multiple environments, so it's always running with me. And then the old handy dandy mat in the backcountry. This is the Thermarest Neo Air X Lite, just the regular size. It's got like 2 holes in it, but I keep patching them up and it's still running strong. So hopefully that's the case on this trip. Those holes honestly came from me sleeping in areas where there's like a lot of, I think one was in on a recent hunt. We had firewood in there and I was just kicking in the night, slashed my bag open. There was like a hole this big, had to patch that up in the middle of the night. That wasn't fun. And then another one was from an ember from a stove. So obviously some holes that I wish weren't in there, but yeah, those are patched up. They got an awesome A-B like glue thing that you could patch these up in the backcountry. I actually have some in my kit too that I'll walk into here soon. And then I do have a pillow, just a Thermarest. I don't even know what they call this one, but it's their little pillow that they have. Super lightweight. Sometimes I sleep better with it. I'm a side sleeper, so I like to like kind of get on the side and sleep like that way. So it just keeps me comfortable. And if I get a couple more hours of sleep or sleep comfortably in the backcountry, and it's because the pillow that weighs, I don't know, a couple ounces, I find it worth it. So I do carry a pillow. That's kind of sleep system. I'll walk into a piece of gear too that could be kind of considered that sleep system too. But it's just on this trip, it's going to be some extra gear. This is our GOHUNT Dyneema tarp. Going to be using this to stay away from the sun. If a rainstorm does come in, I could still glass and not be just freaking soaking wet, and glass comfortably and have, you know, my gear laid out or whatever, and still be able to glass and look for bucks and, you know, wait for that rain to pass. So the GOHUNT Dyneema tarp, I think eventually I do want to work into a bivy system. That's just some thoughts that I'm working through right now in my head, but I haven't committed to that yet. So I'm going to take this tarp up on this hunt and I'm excited to use it. Brand new also to GOHUNT Gear Shop, our Dyneema tarp. Okay, let's see what else. I guess we'll walk into the water system that I'm taking up. So I've been into this area before and I know kind of what to expect. Unfortunately, there's gonna be no water at the top, but there's water at the bottom, which often is the case. So I'm gonna carry our 32-ounce Nalgene, or excuse me, our 30-ounce Nalgene that we carry in the old handy dandy orange colorway. And this will just be full when I'm hiking in, and kind of just as a reservoir, fill this up every day. So yeah, I got the Nalgene, and then I also carry around a 2-liter platypus bag. A lot of times I'll just fill this up in a river with dirty water, throw it into the Nalgene, steri pin that. And then new for this hunt, because it is an area that's gonna be high and the water's at the bottom, I couldn't find any spring when I was scouting this summer. I did pick up this MSR, I believe it's called the Dome Light 6-liter. So I'm gonna take this big dog, fill it up with water, and hike up to camp, kind of set the 6 liters, you know, fill up everything that I have here. That way I can kind of live off that for however many days. I'm estimating 2-3 days comfortably, drinking coffee and stuff. So I'll take that up. I'll kind of play it by ear and, you know, see how it's going. Try to reduce my water intake, maybe cut out the coffee or whatnot. But yeah, I'm picking this guy up and we'll see how it does. But I think good old Brady had one of these and he recommended this one for me. So pick that up for this hunt. And now we'll move into some favorites of everyone, which is the optics category. My tripod. This is just the good old Shuru. I think this is the T124, TS124. Apologize if I butcher that one, with the VA5 head. I've just had this one for 3 years now, and it hasn't let me down. I love glassing on this thing. It's a little on the heavier side, but for the stability that I get and just the performance and durability that I get out of this tripod, I think it's a killer system, killer setup. So that's going to be my tripod of choice on this hunt. And then my spotter is going to be this Vortex Razor HD 65 mil objective. And then I got the all-in adapter here with my all-in phone case. Digiscope that way, get some good footage of some awesome bucks. And then my bino harness. For the optics, I will have my Vortex Razor UHDs 12x50. Yeah, these 12x50s are a workhorse in the backcountry, especially off that tripod. I love the glass quality that I get out of these. I've had these for a couple years now. It was actually my first purchase when I got here at GOHUNT. Bought these bad boys and I put them inside of this marsupial case, which, you know, it's seen its fair number of hunts. It's a little dirty, I should maybe wash that, but I think it's got a cool gritty feel to it, and yeah, maybe the rain will just wash it. But yeah, moving on, I keep a 6-hour Kilo 4K. It's got the archery mode, you know, and it's got my speed of my arrow all synced in here, so it tells me the exact yardage I need to dial to. So yeah, the 6-hour Kilo 4K for my rangefinder. And then as I work through my bino harness, you know, bino harness obviously serves kind of as a storage place for MIC gear. It just depends on how you set it up. And the way I have mine right now is I got a set of Allen wrenches right here for any work that I need to do on my bow. God forbid, but you know, anything that I need to do anything I need to do with my bow or my equipment in the backcountry, I could tighten them up with these Allen wrenches. And then in the front pocket here, I have my release, my Stan Onyx release I'm gonna be taking up. Love this release, but I always keep it right here on my bino harness. Try to, you know, just keep it in one spot. That way an important piece of gear like this one doesn't get lost. And then on this other side pocket, I just have a little wind checker right here, smoking a bottle to kind of check the wind as I'm stalking on some deer, hopefully. Let's check the wind in here. Pretty stagnant. Definitely not going to my face the way I want it, but it's fine because we're not stalking right now. So anyways, on the side here, keep a Garmin InReach. This is the InReach Mini 2. That way I communicate with loved ones. A couple people back at work have my number in case I need to attend to anything. Just, you know, kind of peace of mind. Not married, but love my mom, and she's always reaching out, making sure that I'm okay, especially since she lives out in Washington. I've been living in Nevada. We like to communicate through there when I'm out hunting. Obviously, if I am successful, she's one of the first people that I'll send a message to and let her know that I'll be back home in the coming days. But yeah, that's kind of the bino harness kit that I run, marsupial enclosed bino harness. So that's the bino harness, and that kind of wraps up my optics that I have. So I'll just move this to the side as I work through some of these bags that I have on the table. So this one is just gonna be my game bags. So this is just my deer bag set. I actually just use 4 medium-sized game bags. I picked that up from Trail. I can't remember exactly what comes in our game bags, but I think there's one small one that comes for the head and back straps. So I just took that one out to reduce some weight. So yeah, I got 4 medium-sized deer bags. You know, just bone out that deer because I'll be pretty far in there if I do get one down. And that should work perfectly. And then in here, I have my med. I'd label this as med kit. It's terrible handwriting because it's all like lopsided, but I labeled it as med kit and electric gear. So let's quickly take a little dive in here. So I got a headlamp here. This is a Black Diamond headlamp. I'm not exactly sure which model, but I'm sure we'll have it linked in a gear list somewhere. And then I have a Peaks Backcountry Duo headlamp. Sorry, I dropped the cord. Which that cord is my iPhone charging cord. And I like to just make sure that these are, you know, kind of, I inspect it before I head out, make sure that it's working. last thing that I want to do is plug my phone in and it's not charging, then I got to run back to my truck and get the charger that's out of there. So yeah, phone charger, my charger for my headlamp, and then my power sources are going to be these Goal Zero Flip 24s. I'm just going to carry 2 of these. In the past, I've taken multiple like Goal Zeros and Pocket Juices, and it's just too much weight to carry. And you know, through scouting this summer, I found that this is actually a pretty good system, the Flip 24s. And then since we're on the topic of electric, I'll actually bring in the Goal Zero solar charger, the Nomad 7 Plus that I will be using to recharge these battery packs, my phone, any electronics that I have. So I think this system right here is what I'm going to land on for the fall. And then I got one more cord here, which is for this is for my handy dandy Garmin. So that's there. And then I'm gonna work through my pretty sad med kit slash like kind of hygiene kit. Toothbrush. You're not a backcountry hunter unless you cut it in half, am I right? That's a joke. But yeah, toothbrush, extra set of contacts. Unfortunately, I do wear contacts. I want to get some LASIK eventually, but not today, not tomorrow. Some floss, just because if you're in the backcountry and you ever get like a piece of meat stuck in your teeth, it's just so much nicer to just get that out of there, and you know, you stay clean. So got to keep the pearly whites clean. And then some Crest toothpaste also. So that's like my dental kit. And then moving on to some more stuff that I have in here. This is some moleskin padding that I have in this front here, and then I have a assortment of Band-Aids and gauze in here. Some more moleskin just in case I have had some issues with like blistering in the past. Some baby powder just in case you got some chafage. Some lotion. I don't really know why I carry this, but I've been on hunts before where I just get super dry and like my face is super dry and like I start getting cracked, maybe because like the wind, and it's not a good feeling. So I just bring some lotion, kind of use it if I need to. I'm not lotioning every day when I wake up in the mornings. This is a empty container with no pills. I probably will stop at a drugstore before I leave just to get some Tylenol PM so I could bonk out early if I need to. Sometimes I have those nights where I'm just like up for no reason. Maybe I get back home late and I just can't fall asleep because my heart's racing. So I'll put some Tylenol PM in there. And then got some Burt's Beeswax chapstick. This is the vitamin E peppermint flavor. I don't know what that means, but some chapstick again. Don't want to get my lips dry and then have them crack throughout the hunt. You know, something like that can make or break a hunt, really. So yeah, that's kind of that kit. So I'll stuff this back in here. Oh, real quick. In this kit too, with the moleskin and Band-Aids, I got a set of tweezers. I'm gonna be in an area where there are some high desert cactuses I found out when I put my palm into a cactus last week glassing. So I'm bringing a set of tweezers just in case to pull those bad boys out. You know, being in the desert and hunting a lot of desert environments, it's good to keep that around. So I'm gonna bring a set of tweezers. All right, moving on to the last bag. I got it labeled MISC, so a bunch of MISC gear that I have that's essential, that just lives in this bag. So we'll get right into it. So pyro putty, you know, it's just a little bit of pyro putty. I don't carry too much, especially since it's gonna be hot. It's just gonna be for like, if I'm really in a pinch and I really need a fire and something, you know, bad happened, God forbid, I got some pyro putty. And then this is just a Vortex bino adapter, so I know where it's at. It always stays in this MISC kit. Moving on to some water purification, which is the StereoPin Classic 3. I would advise, if you're gonna buy a StereoPin, to actually buy the rechargeable one. That way you don't need to pack any batteries, extra batteries. I made that mistake, so don't be like me. Maybe buy that rechargeable one. I think it is a little bit more expensive, but I would recommend it. So yeah, there's my StereoPin. I got just a lens cloth here. Keep optics clean, camera if I'm carrying one, keep that cleaned. Extra release. This is the UV button release. I actually want to use this as my primary, but I just got it, so I haven't practiced with it enough that I feel comfortable as setting it as my primary, but I know that it's going to be perfect when I get it there. So it's going to be a backup release there. Just a bag of batteries, so rangefinder batteries, headlamp batteries, stereo pin batteries. I've made the mistake of being in the backcountry and having to use, Lorenzo's batteries if I'm with him, or Brady's batteries. So I'm trying to be better about that and carry my own batteries for everything that I'm running that's electric and needs the batteries. So yeah, make sure you check that off your list. I've got some paracord here. Could be for the tarp, could be for hanging up gear, could be for hanging up some meat. Just a set of paracord here. This is some Gear Aid tenacious tape. If I rip a hole in my puffy jacket and I don't want my feathers falling out, this is just a quick repair. If I've ripped a hole in my tent, anything like that, I got some tenacious tape to quickly repair that in the backcountry. And then I have some hand warmers too. If I get in a pinch or something, they weigh next to nothing, so I got a set of hand warmers here. And then the good old essential GOHUNT spoon for eating my chow stays in this bag too. Gorilla Glue, if I need to fix something up real quick, if I get a cut, I could use some Gorilla Glue for a deep cut if I cut myself. Got some lens wipes, some Zeiss lens wipes for cameras, optics. Here I got the AB, or the AB stuff that I was talking about for my thermarest pad. If I pop another hole in there, I could repair it quickly in the backcountry. All I gotta do is just kind of wipe that area down. It's like gum almost. You place it down in the hole, then you place the cutout of a patch that sticks on to your pad, and it's a pretty solid patch there. And then in here in my MISC gear too, I also have my my tags for the area that I'll be hunting in, top secret. It's kind of a joke. If you know me, you probably know where I'm at. This is a Vortex cleaning pen that's just kind of stayed in here to brush out any optics that are dirty, get the dust off, clean them down. You can see that I am a guy who carries a lot of stuff to keep his optics clean, because I think it's super important to have just everything clean when you're back there. So yeah. And now I got some lighters. Oh, hopefully this one's working. Yep, some lighters. Small one, big one, for my camp kitchen. If it's windy, I need to light it up. If I'm in a pinch, if I need to start a fire, carry 2 lighters with me. A Sharpie for any autographs I got to do on some tags in the backcountry. If I got to leave a note to someone, I could do it with the Sharpie. So I got some Leuco tape here with me too. This is awesome in the heels if you get those blisters. So yeah, I always keep a roll of Leuco tape with me. And then I got my Taito knife here too. Eventually this Taito knife sometimes makes its way into my game bag set, but for right now it's in this MISC gear. So yeah, that's what I use as my primary knife. Super lightweight, skinning down any animals, some deer, some bear. Been using this Taito knife. So that's in the MISC kit. Also with some replaceable 60 blades for the knife that I keep with me too. I think I have 4 with me right now. Keep that knife sharp as I'm working on an animal. I got just kind of like this carabiner here from Gear Aid. If I need to like hang something up and tie it off the carabiner, I don't know, it just kind of stays in there super light. And I got a couple sets of Allen wrenches. This one is for my stabilizers on my bow, and then this one is for my hamski rest that I'll get into later. So yeah, carry those Allen wrenches in there. It's my MISC gear. I'm always curious in gear lists because I always see like the extra bags, but no one really ever dives into them. I know that we do. So yeah, I always want to do a good job of diving into the bags and showing you exactly what we got, because I think honestly right here is a lot of the gear that makes or breaks the hunt, and a lot of gear that I believe that you guys should know. So yeah, it's kind of my little MISC bags and my electric kit. So if you got any questions or comments on things that you think I should bring, drop them in, because I've been working on this kit for a while throughout the years, and I'm always curious to see if I should pack anything else. I know for sure I need to improve my med kit, because it's pretty sad. I'll just dive into my camp kitchen, I guess, real quick. I already covered my spoon, but I just got the Jetboil. I believe this is the Flash. Had it for a number of years. I got an MSR can here for, I just carry one for like the 7-8 day hunt I'm gonna be on. But yeah, this stove right here has been great. I've had it for a while. It's actually a present from an old boss that I had. Shout out to Zane, that he gave me. Kind of funny because he wanted to get me this, and this is like the only model that they had with the little wilderness thing, so it was pretty funny. So yeah, that's the Jetboil Flash. That's the system that I'm taking. And then this bag here from good old SG, forget exactly what they call it, but I've always just used it as a bag to toss my food in once I get into like a area that I'm gonna camp at and I don't want to carry around my food all the time. Kind of just keep the food organized, and as the days goes on, I just take the food out of these bags. Excuse me, out of this bag. So yeah, I forget what this bag is called, but it's it goes with me on every hunt. This is made by the guys over at Stone Glacier. You could also use it to toss in, some meat if you needed to into your bag, kind of separate it and keep your other gear clean. Trekking poles. These are the GOHUNT trekking poles that are brand new to the shop. I'll be trekking along the mountain with these bad boys. Yeah, got a cork handle, carbon fiber. Yeah, some solid trekking poles that we have. I'm excited to use these bad boys this fall more continuously. I know I was using some prototypes earlier, but these are the final ones that we went with. So I'm excited to use these. Gonna use them for my shelter, the tarp. So I got a list of things that I want to use these trekking poles for. Hopefully also packing out a heavy load back to the truck. And then quickly, I've got a glassing pad here too. This is a Stealthy Hunter glassing pad. He's now got one that folds down into 3. If that's kind of more up your alley, there is that option. But yeah, the Stealthy Hunter glassing pad. I went on a hunt with Brady and I saw him rocking this bad boy, and I was like, dang, that is comfortable to sit on. And it kind of doubles, like if you were cutting something up in camp or something, doubles as that as like a little cutting board. So I really like this glassing pad by Stealthy Hunter, Ryan Lampers. I'm gonna put this stuff down and I'm gonna get into my bow, my pack, and some food. All right, so I got my archery equipment here. I've already covered some releases, so we'll skip that and kind of just get into arrows, quiver, bow, and that sort of thing. So to start off, I got my Tight Spot 5 quiver here, and then I got a Total Peep hip quiver, so that this kind of sits on my hip as I'm stalking or hiking along. And then I got my arrows, and my arrows for this hunt are going to be these VAP TKOs. So for my broadhead of choice, I'm going to be running the Sever 1.5 hybrid broadhead. And then I have the 50 grain collar that comes with these arrows, Q2I vanes in a 4-fletch configuration, and then just a standard nock that these arrows come with. So that's my arrow setup and my quiver setup that I got. Now I'll work into the bow. I'll be taking on this hunt. It's going to be a phase 4. It's a 33 axle to axle bow. The strings are custom high voltage string bows. Shout out to Austin Kincaid over there at Custom High Voltage. If you need any strings, hit him up. The guy is a wizard when it comes to strings. My stabilizers are just AE Mountain Series stabilizers. This is the 8-inch back bar and a 12-inch front bar. And I've got a Shrewd Atlas here for my quick disconnect. And I've got another Shrewd here for my front quick disconnect. My sight is going to be the UltraView 3 pin slider sight. Been loving this sight, been shooting it for the last 2 months. Trail actually gave it to me, so shout out to Trail. Thanks for letting me have this sight. So yeah, been really liking the sight. It was really easy to set up. Love the pin configuration. Yeah, just a baller sight. And then I also have a Hamsky Epsilon rest here. And then some custom, I guess, modifications that I've done to the bow. I just put some 3M Velcro here on the riser so that it's quiet, my arrow doesn't bounce around. And I also on my grip here have the UV B-Reel 2 grip for my bow. So it sits nice and tight on my hand when I'm at full draw. And then I also got a Hamskea Raptor peep here for my peep. And custom also is a BTB, burn the boats, which is gonna be my little mantra for this season. I was talking to Trail, and he was just really recommending that I have a mantra for my shot process and kind of work through that. So I came up with burn the boats. Been practicing at the range. So I'm at full draw, kind of just telling myself burn the boats and let that arrow go, and been calming myself down and really working on my shot. So, and then quickly, this is 75-pound mods on the bow. I didn't mention that, but yeah, 75-pound mods, and my draw length is a 29.5, and my arrow grain is 460 grains. But don't quote me, it might be 480. So that's my bow and arrow setup. And then quickly touch on my pack setup. This is where all the gear that I just went through is gonna live. It's gonna live in this Sky Archer 6900 with the X-Curve frame. This is just one of my favorite packs. I always go back to it. Love this pack. I love the way I have it set up here with the Hydro holster here for my Nalgene and just a little small pocket here on the side. Can't say enough good things about this pack. And I just love the way it setups, and it's just so simple too. Very lightweight also. So yeah, that's gonna be the pack of choice for this hunt. And I got food. Here is a day's worth of food for my hunt that I'll jump into for you guys that are interested in. Dump that all out. Kind of work as the day goes on, kind of my process and kind of how I'm consuming these calories or whatever. So as I wake up and I'm glassing, I'll usually have 2 Pro bars. It's about 800 calories that I get right into my system. Usually keeps me pretty good until lunch and snack time, followed by a coffee. I'm a big coffee guy, so I got 2 coffee packs, but I did say there's gonna be limited water, so I'm curious to see how much coffee I'm gonna be able to get away with and drink. If I do move and kind of find a spring, maybe I just have unlimited coffee, so we'll see. So that'll be breakfast, and then kind of some snacks throughout the day are going to be 5 Baby Bells to come with me on the hunt as a snack. And then I also have 4 Justin's Peanut Butter. These are 100 calories a pop, super lightweight and high in fats and calories, so that's why they make the lineup. And then for lunch, this will kind of be the program. So I got a everything but the bagel with cheese and salami as the main course, and then I have another Pro bar and some Frito chips here as another course. These are going to be the highlight to every day. Every single time I go hunting, these Frito chips are just what I look forward to. And then finally, the main course, if I should say, is going to be Peaks refuels. So keep a wide assortment of different peaks that I like, that I've liked throughout the years, that I take with me. So yeah, this is the chicken Alfredo pasta that's gonna slap back there. So all this food here, I was doing the math yesterday while I was packing, comes to around anywhere from 32, depending on the main course, 3,200 calories at 3,600 calories, and it's just under 2 pounds. So perfect for what I'm gonna do. I will say I do wanna add some hydration, so I might pick up some Mountain Ops Hydrate from the shop before I head up, just to stay hydrated. There's nothing better than kind of drinking flavored water back in the backcountry instead of just drinking water all the time. Just anything that you can get to make yourself more comfortable, even if it is the taste of your water, I think goes a long way. So with that, I don't think I'm missing anything. If I am, it's gonna be a bummer because I'm gonna be back there without the gear that I need. But I don't think I'm missing anything, and that's a wrap to my gear list for 2024 high country archery mule deer hunting. Very excited for this hunt. So if you got any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'm sure I'll get back to you when I get a chance, when I get back. And then also, if you could give us a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, do all those things that you got to do to stay notified for our videos. We're coming up with a bunch of gear lists. We got some fun ones in the works. We got some fun hunts coming up. It's crazy to think the hunting season is here, but it's here.